Hi students, hi family members, it's Mr. Panza. Today is the first day that the students were introduced to long division where they would have to repeat the process. Tonight for homework they have 5 questions that they should have seen here today in school, and it's their first opportunity to try it out at home. I'm going to give all the answers so that way there's no issue and there's no panic since this is the first time, and I hope this video helps. To divide, I have to remember that the steps are divide, multiply, subtract, bring down, repeat, or remainder. So I start by taking a look at the tens to see, can I break apart that 4 by 2? If I had 4 of something, could I give it equally to 2 people? So skip count by 2 till I get to 4 or close to 4. The way I do that is with tally marks. It helps me keep track. 2, 4. This is part of my quotient. This goes above the number that I just divided, which was the number in the tens. That's my division step. I divide by using tally marks, and then I move on to multiplication. I multiply the numbers on the outside. 2 times 2 gets me 4. I'm still only focused on the number in the tens. After I multiply, I subtract. 4 minus 4 is 0. Following subtraction is bringing down. Last week, we learned to bring down the divisor and set up a division bracket. Today, we learned to bring down a piece of the dividend. And then ask ourselves, is 5 my remainder, or do I need to repeat? If the dividend, the number left over after subtracting, is bigger than the divisor, you must repeat. If there is a space in a place value missing, then you must repeat or place a 0. In this case, because the number is bigger, I repeat the whole process starting with division again, which is the tally marks, except this time I'm only looking at 2 into 5. Looks very similar to how we started, except this time I'm breaking apart the 5 by 2. Once again, 2, 4, I skip out by 2, I get 2, and I place that at the top, and I multiply this 2 times the 2 to get 4, which is placed under here, which then once again is subtracted, which leaves me with 1. I still bring down this 2, I still set up a division bracket, and I still ask myself, is the dividend bigger than the divisor? It is not. So this comes back up into my answer as my remainder. The first one has a quotient of 22 with a remainder of 1. Moving on to the second one. Start with division. Cover up your 1s. Skip count by 2 till I get to 2. I only have to do that one time. I place this piece of my quotient on the tens. That's division. 2 times 1 is 2. Subtract only the tens category. 2 minus 2 is 0. Bring down the piece of your dividend. Bring down your divisor and set up a division bracket. And repeat because I'm missing a number in the 1s, and this number in my dividend is bigger than the divisor. Once again, when I skip count by 2 to get close to 3, I can only do it once. Once again, I multiply 2 times this 1, which gives me 2. And when I subtract, I'm left with 1 once again. I still bring down my divisor. I recognize there's nothing to the right of this 3. And I ask myself, can I skip count by 2 and get to 1? The answer is no. Another story I told the students so that they remember that they need to repeat is if they had 2 friends, but only $1, the only way to split this dollar between the 2 friends would be to rip it in half, and that would make this dollar useless. If we can remember that, we can remember that this 1 is now my remainder. It's what's left over. Number 3. Skip count by 2 till I get to 2. Just once. Multiply. 2 times 1 is 2. Subtract. 2 minus 2 is 0. Bring down. Bring down my 2 and bring down my 9. Set up a division bracket. Repeat because the 9 is bigger than the 2. 2, 4, 6, 8, and stop there. Here's 4. That 4 goes above the 9. 4 times 2 is 8. Subtract, you're left with 1. Bring down. This is my remainder because I can't break $1 between two friends. Remainder of 1. Let's take a look at the last two. 2 into 67. Can I break that 6 by 2? 2, 4, 6. I can. 3 times. 2 times 3 is 6. Subtract, you're left with 0. Bring down your 2. Bring down your 7. And repeat, because the 7 is greater than your divisor of 2. 2, 4, 6. Here's 3. Where did I get this 3 from? This part of the quotient. Where am I getting this 3 from? This part of the quotient. And then I multiply this 3 times this 2 to get 6, which leads to subtraction. And then I bring down, and I realize that the answer is 33 with a remainder of 1. Finally, 2 and a 4, 2, 4. 2 in my quotient goes in my tens. 2 times 2 is 4. Subtract. Bring down. And then repeat. Why? Because there's nothing in my ones, and my dividend is larger than my divisor. 2, 4, 6 is 3. 3 times 2 is 6. Subtract. Bring down. Remainder of 1. I hope that there wasn't too much stress with your daily math today, and that these division problems start to get a little bit easier as the week goes on and we continue to practice.